I hope you enjoy your flight. After I traveled in almost 40 countries, I miss traveling, I miss flying, and I'm sure that you too. And I was thinking to take us for a fascinating tour into Israel and to have some fun together. Um, I'm Dangur. I'm Cleverly's commercial lead manager in Israel, and these days we're launching our activities in the country. I must admit, I'm excited to be here. I've spoken in international conferences before, but this is a great opportunity after the COVID-19. And was used to produce events like this. The biggest one was the Maccabia of 15,000 people at the Jewish sports event. And it's really exciting to be here. Before we start, we're in a small group, so it could be great to do this talk with the engagement of you. Please, if you can raise your hand, if you wish to enter to the medical cannabis industry in Israel. Great, thank you. And now, if someone succeeds to doing it, no. We see there is a new interest probably to get into this market. And the market in Israel is really exciting. Same is like you're getting ready to a flight to your tour. When you plan to travel, you're thinking about the places you're going to travel, think about the people that you're going to meet. You think about the places that will be exciting you. And in the same time, with the challenges as well, this is the feeling about the excitement of the opportunities in Israel. The same feeling like you're ready, get ready to your flights. Right afterwards, we will go to the challenges. Challenges is important when you are dealing with entering to a new market. And in the end, I will try to help you how to prepare to your trip and get some tips how to enter to the Israeli market. So as I mentioned, we start with the opportunities. The most important one is the fast-growing market. I don't know if part of you know that, but Israel is the biggest market right for now. Based of the MOH report for last May, we are about to get to 100,000 patients. 94,000 for now. Before 6 years ago, we were only 6,000. And the reason that it's happened, that is that we see that we have an high jump around 2019. It was the new reform of the government of the MOH. It provided the green book that was entered to the guidance of the doctors and make them more convenient to prescribe the medicine for the cannabis for the patients. So if we have an option to compare to Germany, I heard about Germany a lot in the last day. Let's compare for a second. In Germany, there's 82 population, and in Israel, there's 9 million. In Germany, there's about 130,000 or 150,000, and patient for Israel, it's 100,000 patients. So we understand that Israel is the biggest market for now, and there is a lot of opportunities with this market. Let's see about the methods that the Israeli patients prefer to consume. We can see that almost 85% prefer to consume dry flowers. The rest is extraction, vape, and oil. Can someone guess why is the reason? Why people prefer to consume dry flowers? Feel free. Sorry? No. No. Actually, Israeli people are really suspicious about what they're consuming to their body. We all know that extraction combine different components and like MST or olive oils, and they cannot be sure what is getting to the cannabis in that position, and they prefer to consume the pure plant. Let's see the forecast. We're talking about in a few years what is the potential of the market. We can see 2026 in 6 years from now we're going to get to 300,000 patients. This is based on the BDO report of last May, and around 130 ton that will be consumed in Israel. This is the crazy numbers. And now let's get to the most important thing, the optional revenues, the market size. So before a second I showed that we got to 95,000 patients. If you will look annually, the price for an end customer is about $6 that he's paying for the pharmacy. And the average consumption for a gram is like around between 34 to 36 is taking us to almost 41 ton a year, and 40% of that is imported. So this is an option for you. This is open a door for international companies to import to export to Israel, and there's a lot of wish to import strains, and they get more variety. Last year, Israel got to almost 1 billion shekel, 250 million US dollar, big market. The second reason that Israel is so attractive is an option for M&As. Last year, we saw the report of the public companies in Israel. 7 from 11 companies loses money. And why is that? A lot of companies invest a lot of money to build their facilities, the manufacturers' facilities, the cultivation facilities, and they are not getting much sales as they expected. We all were expected for the export that was probably was supposed to be in Israel, but it's in delay. It's open, but it's really slow opening. And in the same time, there's 40% importing into Israel. So there is a problem with getting sales in Israel, and company invest money, and we don't have an export. And there is sometimes unproductive management in Israel. So it's making companies losing money. And this is an opportunity for international companies to get more value for their investments. But there's also opportunity for companies in Israel. We start to see consolidation. These two companies in Israel, for an example, that bought other small companies or part of the activities of other companies that need cash. We see IMC that bought the retail online pharmacy of Panaxia, one of the manufacturers in Israel, one of the biggest deals that there were ever been. It's Intercure Candor, probably most of you heard this name, the biggest importer and distributor in Israel, that acquired Better Holdings. Better is one of the first companies that started the cannabis industry in Israel. And this was a big deal. Comparing to that, we had another one before 2 years ago when Cannabis bought Tikkun Olam. Tikkun Olam, probably most of you know this name. If you wish to invest in Israel, in startups or researchers, the innovation in Israel is really progressed. We have almost 300 clinical trials. We have, this is one of the startup nations, and the tech is really developed. And I had the chance and honor to interview almost 25 leading founders and researchers in my podcast. You're more than welcome to listen. It's in English, it's very important, to listen to the interviews. There were about 25 companies until now. It's called Cannabis, and you can find it in Spotify. The last reason an opportunity of Israel is the sophisticated market. I don't know if you know, but Israel is really developed in the last 2 years. Can someone guess how many companies there is in Israel? Try to guess. Okay. So in fact, there is 87 companies in Israel. This is a map that I did for the Israeli market ecosystem. If one of you wish to get this map clickable, that you can get to this website of the companies, I'm offering you to reach me after the pitch. So this could be a great opportunity. There's a variety of companies in here, R&D, A to Z in the value chain, startups, etc. But in the same time, it's a challenge. We have a big competition. Let's see in numbers what is our competition. We have a really competitive market. We have 18 local brands. We have 12 external brands, 33 cultivation sites, 15 manufacturer sites, and 140 pharmacies. And I live beside all the R&D companies and the public and etc. So it's really crowded market, and it's really challenging. Although it's a big market, we have a lot of players in this market, and they need to answer the demand of the needs of the patients. It is really demanding market, and let's see what are the reasons that we have a demanding market. This is the preferences of the patients. It's not a few. So the Israeli patient prefer IT at C level. terpene profile, appearance, smell, consistency, bedsides, genetics, and of course, and before all, customer service. You can understand how big is the challenge to answer for all these needs. So I want to tell you another thing, and as it's starting to happen in other countries as well. I heard about UK. The Israeli patient is active in many social media challenge, social media challenge channels. Sorry. So here we can see it's in Hebrew, but you can see the numbers of people taking part in these groups. And the side is the black market. Don't be confused. We have a big market. It's about 2 million from 9 million in the black market. And in the left side is an example of a groups on Facebook. There's also in Telegram. There's in WhatsApp. They are connecting all the time and comparing and giving a feedback about the strains and the product. How much they get into details? Actually, the Israeli patient can make or break a brand in Israel. Let's see how you can do it. This is an example of posts they are uploading in Facebook and giving a bad feedback and negative feedback about the buds. They are mentioning the batch number. They are mentioning the company name. They are doing an unpackaging video. They're giving a feedback about the smell, about the bud size, about the trimming. That is very important. And of course, if they have mold, they can break the brand. And this influence the whole market and get the companies to be in stress. This is another example. And let's see positive, how they can build your brand. When there is a good product in the market, the Israeli patient will not miss giving a good feedback and influence about other patients to get the product. Actually, most of the patients that come into the pharmacies and ask for the products, they're given a specific batch to the pharmacist. They come in and asking, I want this company, I want this strain, I want this batch. So they know exactly what they want. So it means you cannot screw with that. You cannot get in with a product to Israel that you are not sure that it fits all the needs of the market. Once you're doing it, you ruin your name, and there will not be a second chance, unfortunately. So I did a quick one about the opportunities and challenges. Now I will try to help you how to prepare to a safe landing in Israel. When you land in Israel, you have two options. You could do a free drive, like I did before, and take a chances. You know, the cannabis market is really dangerous. It's really, as I mentioned before, it's competitive, it's challenging. You need to know the culture. You need to know the needs. You need to know the product that's in the market. And you can just sell your product and try and wish to the best. This is one of the options. But second, you can do a safe landing. And how you can do that? This is a few examples. As I mentioned before, don't sell anything that you think that is not answering the market needs. Second, you need to know really good the local market. Need to understand the culture, what they prefer, how they act, where they're active. You know, we have the challenge of marketing in the cannabis, how you can publish your brand. Patient preferences I already mentioned. And be careful choosing your partners in the company or other in the outside of the company. It's very important. You can learn from other companies' mistakes. You can learn from the way, you can use their advantages, but you need to know your partner. There's variety of partners in Israel, and I will be happy to help you to choose the correct one for you. Make collaboration with key leaders. This is very important to connect with companies that have a market share and be dynamic. As you see me, as you know the Israelis, as you know the cannabis industry that is really dynamic, and the regulation as well almost needs to be formal and stable. It's not like that. I didn't elaborate at all about the regulation because this is not something that we can work on it or learn. We can learn that it's very important to know all the details, but we cannot change it. So how it connects to Clever Leaves. Clever Leaves launching these days their activities in Israel. We are connected to the key leaders in the company. I did it before. I launched the third product in Israel. That was before 3 years ago, and the market was really different. I know all the key leaders. I know specifically the regulation, and you can use and enjoy the advantages of Clever Leaves facilities, especially in Portugal, that meet the Israeli regulation needs. And they meet not only the regulation, as I mentioned before, the market needs, that is very important. The THC level, the preferences, strains, the bat size, the trimming, etc. And Ben mentioned before, we have big options for capacity in almost 8 dunam in the next few months, and so we can help you grow your strengths. We already got a request from other companies, even from Canada, that was the leading exporter for Israel. Now they come in to ask the help of Clever Leaves, and we will be happy to help you doing it, connect you to the right people that we have connection with them and contracts, help you to learn from our mistakes. We are human, we did the mistakes, we make the way, and we are in Israel, so it's very important to know the regulation and save some time. So as I mentioned, I did it before. I did a free drive, but then I learned the market, and I have already 4 years experience in this market. You are more than welcome to ask questions and get the map that I show you before to know the market better. And this is about that. I was Heli, and you are most than welcome to have questions. I think we have some more time. We have time to questions? 5 minutes.